Okay, now we're going to create a wall and a set of stairs. We already have a wall template set up in our hierarchy, but we do need one for a set of stairs. So let's just select wall A and then duplicate, and we'll rename this to stair A. Okay, so first we'll work on a wall. So let's have a look at the other wall FBXs here. We have a couple of these. Wall 3 and 4 are less like big blocks and more like wall surfaces. So why don't we work with wall 4? So I'm just going to drag wall 4 into the geo group here for wall A. All right, there it is. It pops in. So let's go ahead and shift back into the top-down isometric view here. So shift and click the Y-axis on the axis widget. Now the length of this wall looks like it should fit nicely with our floor platform, but it does need to be rotated. So let's go ahead and rotate this 90 degrees. And then again, I'll just slide this over just to estimate the center line here. Okay, and let's go to our rect tool, and again, we'll just stretch this just slightly here. So it's the same width as our platform. And then in terms of the thickness of the wall, what I'm going to do here is just temporarily use the grid here, slide these two edges up just so I can see it, and then switch back to the move tool, hold down control, and then just click down a couple steps here. That should give us an exact half unit. So now I have a wall that is 1 unit in thickness, 6 units in length. Let's switch over to the x-axis and take a look at the height here. Okay, so it's a little bit more than 4 units tall. We do want this to work on the grid system here. It's likely we would need to snap these walls together vertically to form some wall surfaces in our levels. So we'll use this rect tool again, just to bring the top edge of that down to about 4 units. Okay, it looks pretty good. Let's just zoom out a little bit and orbit here and take a look. So we've got a center point at the base of the wall. Okay, that looks pretty clean. So let's go ahead and drop this into our modules folder here in the project to convert that to a prefab. And let's go ahead and hide the modules in the scene here just to clean things up a little bit. We need to bring our stairs in next. So we'll just turn those off temporarily. All right, the next thing is the stair A. So let's have a look at the stair object. The stair object here in the source assets is really kind of half a stairway. This was originally used up against a wall surface, which is fine. So we're going to go ahead and drop the stairs object again into Geo here for stair A. And then same process here, we'll go into isometric view here along the y-axis. And then we need to decide where the pivot point really makes sense for the stairs. It's likely that we'll need to snap the edge of the stairs here to a surface, either along the edge or on the back of the stair. So this pivot point is actually probably fine. We could also use a pivot point right centered at the back of the stair here, but I think the pivot point where it is probably okay. And it looks like the width of the stairs is already 2 units. The length of the stair is something that we could adjust. It's pretty close, so we might as well just adjust this here so that we can align this bottom stair tread with the grid here on 3 units. So let's switch to our rect tool, and then we'll just drag that in. Again, I'm just trying to line up that edge of that bottom tread here with the grid. So right about there. This will give us the option to stack these stairs together if we want to. All right, and again, our pivot point is right in that corner. Okay, let's go to the x-axis and see where the alignment is. Okay, at the bottom here is not really useful. Also, the height of the stair is a little bit more than 1 unit, so that's not really ideal. So let's go ahead and, again, select the stair object here. Just move it down so the top surface is right there at that grid line, and then again, we'll use the rect tool just to bring the bottom edge up. Just do this carefully. Might need to make a small adjustment with the move tool again. Okay, so now the stair is just a nice clean 1 unit high. So this will give us the ability to work with the stairs on the vertical axis as well. Okay, that looks pretty clean. So let's just reselect stair A. Just check our pivot point. So right at that top corner, that should work nicely, I think. Okay, let's go ahead and convert this to a prefab, and then we'll test it. So we'll drag this down to modules, again in the project, right there. And then let's turn floor A back on again. All right, there's floor A, and let's see, we'll select stair A, and then again, hold down Control and just snap this over. Then I'll just slide it back. So you can see that we can line this up with that corner nice and cleanly. And if we duplicate floor A, and then slide it over and drop it down a unit, you can see that everything snaps together nicely. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now we might need a stair that works on the other side here. So while we're here, let's go ahead and create a duplicate of this stair. And we'll name this stair B. And then in the geo group, all we need to do is just scale the stair geometry over to the other side here. So let's actually hide our floor objects. We can delete our floor duplicate. And then floor A we can hide. So again, back into stair B, see if we can scale this over. So I'll hold down Control, and then I'm scaling on the world Z-axis. Looks like it's the local Y-axis of the object. And again, I'm just going to scale this out until I hit 1 on the Y-axis there. You can see it just flips that stairway inside out. And then if we select the parent here, stair B, you can see exactly where the pivot is. So just like that, we now have another module here for stair B. So this provides us with the option to use the stairway on the other side of modules. You can run stairs down either side of a module. And we can also combine them as you see them here to make a wider stairway. Let's go ahead and store this as a prefab. So stair B, we'll just drag this down to modules and drop it in there. So we have a pretty good starting point here. We have a floor module, 2 bridges, 2 stairs, and 1 wall. In the next video, what we'll do is start adding collision, navigation, and lighting.